What's happening, everybody? This is Darnell Crittenden from D.C.N Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. And right now, this is a special edition of What's on Your Mind Friday, the George Floyd edition. So for the next couple of minutes, let's bow our head in a moment of silence for George Floyd. Thank you. Okay, I don't even know where to begin with this, but I'm going to try to explain this the best way I know how. You notice I'm wearing a I Can't Breathe t-shirt. And the reason why I'm wearing that, because he couldn't breathe. He couldn't breathe for the fact because what happened in Minnesota, he didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve it not one damn bit. And then I've been watching the video over and over all this week. That man couldn't harm a fly. He couldn't. I mean, look what he left behind. He left his family, his friends, his community, his fiance, and his daughter. And all that was robbed from him from some damn punk ass police. One of them happened to be white, put his knees in his neck with all the brutality, not a care in the world, and killed that man. And was so messed up in broad daylight. And then I don't know how many cops was on the scene, but all I know is it was him. That white cop put his knees in his neck, and then you got some little Chinese bastard. Here, excuse me, I apologize. Here at D.C.N Networks, my thoughts, my prayers, my honor, and my respect go to the George Floyd family. He didn't deserve it. And on top of that, these fools get fired. But you know what? I agree with the family. They want more. And immediately following this video will be posted on Facebook. So please leave in your comments and thoughts. Well, I think Do they deserve to get fired? Yes. But firing them is not going to bring this man back. What they really need to do, they don't need to just fire these cops. No. They need to serve time. That ain't enough. I think they need to serve time. I think they need to bring back the death sentence. And I think they need to apply that to all, especially for those who break the crime, whether they're law enforcement or not, it doesn't matter. They need to bring back the death sentence. I think the man who killed George Floyd, him, and that little punk-ass Chinese bastard, or anybody else that's staying part of this, they need to be executed. They need to be executed by electricity, by lethal injection, or in my case, get shot off from a firing squad in broad daylight and have a crowd. The man didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve it. He pleading for his life. And every time he's pleading for his life, the first thing come out of his mouth is these three words: I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Look, I'm a security guard, and some of the training that I do is a little similar, but at the same time, I wouldn't use that force of brutality. Especially if a man is unarmed and down on the ground. Now, if I have to defend myself in a life situation, then that's different. The man is helpless, lying on the ground, begging for his mama, praying to God he can get off that ground so he can breathe. And I'm looking at the footage. What's so pissed off about it, the paramedics come along, check his pulse, maybe 3 seconds. They drag that man on the doggone in the paramedic truck like he a side of meat. That ain't right. Then you think that's something. A day later, 3 days afterwards, city of Minnesota, they flipped out. They flipped the hell out. They tearing up everything. They burning the city down to the ground. And they they burning it. They tearing down stores. Nobody, and here's the killing part. I don't blame them for being upset, and I'm being truthful. I really don't blame them, but at the same time, I know George Floyd looking up in heaven right now like, I don't deserve all this. George Floyd's family deserves justice. Them punk ass cops need to serve time without parole. They really do. They need to serve time. They need to bring back the death penalty. And then 3 days later, not trying to get on a political subject, Donald Trump just had to say his last 2 cents in. Which to me, he's the dumbest ass bastard in the world. Now I can even go there. Now what had it been Donald Trump lying on the ground? I'm gonna go there. I don't give a shit. Excuse my French PlayStation, but I gotta go there. I gotta get my 2 cents in. That was just my 2 cents. Keep going, I'll make it 5 cents. But the point is, now had that been Donald Trump on the ground, watch how some of those white bastards, I can't say that for all of them, but watch how some of them white bastards hurry up and get him off the ground. Then what? Then what? The brutality in America, especially for us, especially for my people, not trying to use the racist card, but in this case, I gotta go there. Through my people. This ain't the first time we've been through this. We have been through this through my people over 10,000 years of it. And to this modern day, we still going through it. Those cops thinking, okay, they the law, they can get away with what they want, but at the same time, they didn't value no preservation of human life. The man was murdered in broad daylight by the cops. So as far as the city being burnt down and all that, in a way, I don't blame them for doing it, and in a way, I don't. In a way, I don't blame them because we go through this. We go through this for years. But in a way, I don't, because I'm pretty sure that's something he didn't want it. So to the viewers out there, send a prayer to this man because he didn't deserve it. To the family, again, my condolences, my honor, my respect goes to George Floyd. What I heard, he was a cool guy. He did for his community, he did for his family, he did for his friends. You know, wouldn't harm a fly. Wouldn't harm a fly. And that's a damn shame. Because he didn't deserve it. You know what, let me blow this picture up. There he is. George Floyd. I think he got a basketball twin. I think his name is Stephon Jackson or something like that. I could be wrong, but I know I've seen him on the news a couple of times. He even has a basketball twin, an NBA basketball twin. And in real life, them two is extremely close. Shout out goes out to his family as well. Right now, I don't blame them for being upset. I don't blame them for turning to burn it down to the ground, but at the same time, they wasn't thinking on what they did. And then you got to think you got COVID-19 going on. So this is all coming off on a bad curve. That man's family deserves justice. I say, if it was up to me, bury them under the jail, give them life without parole. That's too easy. I strongly suggest they need to bring back the death penalty. Because why? You know, something's got to be said. That man's life was stolen for no reason. I mean, you know, when you do the crime, you do the time, that's one thing. But not to the point it becomes a brutality, not to the point where it becomes a racial issue, not become to the point where, you know, you let your power overrule you to the point where you didn't care. That had been his family. And I can't say all white folks are bad. I mean, you got a few that got some common sense. But him? He was wrong. I hope George Floyd's family put him and the rest of those cops that was involved in this issue, put them away. Bible says an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, because right now I'm fighting for type 2 diabetes myself, but it's not about me right now. It's about that brother right there, George Floyd. They really need to bring back the death penalty, because some people don't get it. Right now, we're still under the microscope. We're still in our own bubble as far as this COVID-19. Now I jump from that to a nationwide riot in under 3 days, which I don't blame the emotions flying through the ceiling. I can honestly say I don't blame them for that. But still, if everybody is constantly killing each other, bad enough COVID-19 right now is the shot caller, whether we like it or not. But if everybody keep killing each other, knowing we got a virus going on, and then you got an orange ass president that don't give a shit. By the time next year, who's gonna be around to tell the news? Nobody. I'm gonna use my favorite catchphrase: nobody wins. Nobody. It's time to get straight up damn serious. It's time, whether you like it or not, it's time. because he didn't deserve it. Again, hit the like, hit the comment, hit the subscribe, leave the notification on so you will not miss DTV at its best. He didn't deserve it. His life was stolen for no reason. Because you got some white racist bastard son of a bitch takes his knee and put it in the man's neck. How he gonna breathe like that? He couldn't even turn his body. You need your neck and your spine to turn everything. Nobody can survive that. Nobody. But if I was that family, put that man under the jail. But if it was me, I will do everything in my power to bring back the death penalty. Guys like that, with all due respect, some of you bastards deserve to die any damn way. Especially some of you racist bastards. The man didn't deserve it. His life was stolen. And the last 3 words he said is these 3 words that's on my chest. That was wrong. You know, that was wrong. Some of these cops, they deserve the death penalty. See, that's the thing about the law. The law works for them as well as against them, but at the same time, they being bullies about it. But in this case, this man's life was stolen from the police. I could see if it was stolen from somebody else. It was stolen. Just think about what I'm saying for a minute. It was stolen from the police in broad daylight. And then you got this little Chinese wop-looking son of a bitch like, hey, go right ahead. I'm a security guard. I don't even go that far. Before I go that far, I'll put the cuffs on them, wait for the police to come. I don't go that far. Only way I go that far, if he got a gun or I got a gun, we're gonna blaze this joint up. I put it like this: one of us is gonna walk away and go home. Now, if it was a gunfight, I can understand that. You killed the man in broad daylight without no remorse. See, and then again, I don't blame the city of Minnesota to snap the hell out, because we're tired of us. I'm tired of burying us. And then keep in mind, COVID-19 is still the shot caller right now. All this shouldn't even be breaking out right now. 2020 is going off on a bad curve. And if we don't start saving us now, ain't none of us is gonna be around to see 2021. And if some of us does stick around, somebody gotta be the storyteller. Somebody gotta be the tale of the tale. It may be me, it may not be me, but the point is somebody gotta be around to be the storyteller. Donald Trump is losing his mind. Now he wants to get rid of social media. Constitutional rights said we have a right to freedom of speech. That includes social media contact. That is considered a freedom of speech. You ought to know, you got your own damn Twitter page, so that is considered a freedom of speech. You cannot take that away. You're not bigger than the Constitution, you orange rat bastard son of a bitch. You ain't bigger than that. You're not. I'm sorry. I'm bigger than you, but you ain't bigger than the Constitution, man. Here's my prediction on Trump, and I'm going to be gone from it, and I'm going to end my video. If you let this man stay in there for another term of 4 more years, I'm going to call it the way I truly, honestly see it. There ain't going to be no America. Keep Trump in there for 4 more years, America will not exist. In fact, I got a better theory than that. As long as Trump is in there, that virus stays. The virus stays. I don't know if people see it the way I see it. Here's the answer. Get rid of Trump, the virus is gone. I could be wrong. But here's the scariest part in the world. What if I'm right? I'll I'll be having more comments flooding in like it ain't no tomorrow. Oh, Spidey, how did you know? How did you know? How do you know? How do you know all this? He knew it. But he only thinking about himself. Just like he took that crazy drug a long time ago, a couple of weeks ago. I'm not saying he did if he didn't. The only good thing I want to hear on the news about him, the president is having complications with his health. And the first thing I'm saying in my mind, we got this son of a bitch. That will put the biggest smile on my face. If not him, it's going to be Donald Trump Jr. It's going to be his bitch asshole of a fucking wife. Somebody's going down. But for him to put that comment on Facebook on George Floyd, come on, man, you could have kept that to yourself. And I'm saying this on YouTube, take it however you want to take it. Because I'm going to put it on Facebook. So that, hey, go from there. Go with it. You want to get rid of the virus, get rid of Trump. I'm going to call it the way I see it. And as far as this social media thing, you know, what he's doing is wrong. As far as social distance, we should play it safe. Yeah, we should be 6 feet apart, 8 feet apart, or whatever. As far as his ideals, reopening up the economy, it's too soon. You're not thinking. In other words, you're putting the sheep back outside with the wolves so the wolves can tear their ass up. A smart president be like, hold on, wait a minute. I need to get a vaccine going, because if not, ain't nobody going to vote me next year. Ain't nobody going to re-elect me yet next year. Hell, I never vote for you, and I ain't going to vote for you now. Okay? Smartest thing you did, them damn stimulus checks. Okay, $1,200 is a lot of money. Now, because of this going on, you need to jump that from $1,200 to $2,000. And tell you the truth, off the record, that's our money any damn way. That was our money in the first damn place. Every hard-working American in this world deserves that. Hell, I deserve it. Been on my job 14 years. I sure in the hell deserve it. But right now, it ain't so much as about the money. It's about that brother right there. And I just feel sad because he didn't deserve it. That's why I'm wearing this shirt, because I thought the last 3 things he said before he left God's world. You know, and I'm sure his family loved him. I'm sure his daughter loved him. I'm sure his fiance loved him. I'm sure his community loved him. But in the end, like always, like I said, but once I'll say it again, God loved him more than me. But in the end, I believe in karma. I believe what comes around goes around. You know, what they did to that city is just an example. And yet, we still got a long way to go. These are things that are yet to come. We have got to start being organized. Right now, the world ain't organized. And again, I blame that on Donald J. Trump. And if he got something to say, and I know what he's going to say, oh, it's all fake news. You call it fake, it's all fake news. You call it fake news, bitch, I call it real truth. Everything I'm saying right now, like it or not, is real truth. And I'm telling you straight up, only way this is going to get resolved, he has got to go. He's got to go. He's got to go. Because if not, I guarantee you by 2021, guys like me going to be sitting in front of this camera talking to the world. How I'm going to talk to the world if ain't nobody around long enough to hear it or to see it. Because right now, George Floyd can't even do all that. Again, his life was stolen. And again, I apologize if I get too emotional, but that's how I feel. Saw my pants hanging in the closet. I said, well, put these on. I saw my t-shirt hanging in the closet. I said, you know what? I'm going to put this on. We need to start thinking more of us, both for the good and bad. You know, somebody got to be the storyteller. Somebody got to be around long enough to tell the tale. Like I said, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I sure in the hell ain't the dumbest. At the end of this video, say a prayer for George Floyd. Say a prayer for him. I'm saying a prayer for him now. That's why I'm in front of this camera right now. Say a prayer for that brother because he didn't deserve it. As far as Donald Trump trying to reopen the economy, knowing the way things is, knowing how this pandemic is crazy as it is, I strongly he suggests to reconsider that to a no. Because all this right now, this George Floyd edition, I'm blaming it all on him. This pandemic, I'm blaming it all on him. The way the economy is right now, I'm blaming it all on him. He can come to my house for all I care. I'll leave the front door open. I'll beat the shit out of his Secret Service man, and I'll say the best for last. I'm blaming it all on him. Think about it. Ever since he stepped in there, the world hasn't been right since. I told everybody a long time ago, I made a prediction. If I had to choose, and excuse my French, YouTube network and PlayStation, I understand. If I had to choose between this skirt or this a-hole, I'm picking the skirt. Because that a-hole, that's exactly what he is. Kept in mind, I kept it neutral. But I meant what I said. He got to go. Yeah, he came up with a catchphrase, make America great again. Bitch, it was already great before you stepped in there. You made it from great to worse. You was the worstest president in history. And keep in mind, they had worse cats way before him. You had Bush. I'm going to go there. You had Bush. You had Nixon. You had Reagan. Back then, hell, I know about the Reagan administration. You had those guys. Okay. Nobody, I think he outbeat all of them. Nobody is worse than Trump. They're keeping him in there because of one thing, the almighty dollar. And people may or may not know, when you're dealing with money in politics, for some people that's like the perfect marriage. I'm just being truthful, it is. But a guy like that, everything, I'm blaming it all on him, including this death, all on him. That and the police. Only thing I want to hear on the news is the cure. I don't want to hear no more, we're testing this, we're testing that, we're testing this, we're testing that. COVID-19 got to the point and got everybody crazy as hell now. That's gone. That was blown out the window when they burnt down Minnesota within the last 3 days. All that's gone out the window. You want to make America better again? Let's come up with a cure for this pandemic. Let's stop killing each other. That's a huge start. Let's start bringing back the death penalty. Give these fools a reason why it ain't worth doing it. And last but not least, get that orange rat bastard motherfucker son of a bitch out of office, because if not, there won't be a world at all. Under his direction, there won't be a world at all. Anybody can run this country right now. Hell, if George Floyd was alive, he could have ran it. Anybody can run it. He could have ran it. You could have ran it. I'd rather pick Optimus Prime, the leader of the Autobots from Transformers. I'd rather have a robot run this country than him. Anybody can run this country better than him. Anybody. You name it, anybody. Shoot, I'd rather pick Cloud Strike from Final Fantasy VII that could run this country better than him. I'd rather pick my boy Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z that can run this country better than him. anybody that has some kind of common sense that can run this country better than him. I guarantee you, once he's gone, watch everything gonna start slowly, metamorphically start going back to normal, day by day, hour by hour, second by second. I'll go Three Stooges. Niagara Falls, slowly I turn, step by step, inch by inch. It doesn't matter, but the point is, the wheels starting to turn mighty slowly to the point you see the change back to normal, if not better. Well, I'm about to end this video right now. My little robot buddy. My little robot buddy, you did your job. You can go on break. Thank you so much. So, at the end of this show, put in your comments, put in your thoughts, put in your love, put in your respect on George Floyd. You know, and because that's why I'm running this show right now. I don't know him too much, but I do know one thing. You know, he cared. He cared, especially about his family. He really cared. So, what he been through, he didn't deserve. And as far as the people of Minnesota is concerned, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. I don't blame every citizen in Minnesota what they did. I don't blame you. Burn that shit, burn it down to the ground. I don't blame you. Tear that place up. I don't blame you. But if George was still here, he could have said, hey, let's do this another way. I'm just saying from my own principle. I don't blame you. Hell, I don't blame you. I don't. But I'm sure he would have wanted this another way. I believe in fair. Well, let's, you know what? I'm not going to even play no music. Until next time, Chicago. Until next time, the world. This is your What's on Your Mind Friday special edition of George Floyd. Please put in your comments and your on how you feel about the man. Show some love, show some respect. Put it in the comments. This too will pass, and this too will be on Facebook immediately following. George Floyd, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that happened to you, man. That's why I'm wearing this. And in prayer, you know, from the bottom of my heart, man, you know, I know God got another angel up there holding it down. And his name is George Floyd. And as far as to those police, I got an announcement for you guys too. And hey, I want them to hear everything I say. I pray they bring back the death penalty, because you bastards deserve to die. You deserve it. And as far as to the family of George Floyd, get justice for him. Fight the system. Fight the police system. Fight the city. Hell, sue them. Whatever it is you have to do it. If you gotta sue them, do it. If you gotta sue the police department, do it. Hell, if you gotta protest to bring back that death penalty so he can get the justice he deserves, do it. Do whatever it is you got to do. But my advice, do it. Get justice for George Floyd. In so many words. That's all I got to say. I'll talk to everybody later and later. Peace.